Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Day is finally here, and we are paddling away from our campsite at Kawishiwi Lake. It's a beautiful morning, just before 6 a.m. Water's like glass. Had a pretty great night last night. Got here, there was one other person camped. Ended up meeting him. His name is Bill. Really nice guy. Had a couple dogs with him. It's kind of fun to meet another camper. Get one last night with a human before heading out into the wilderness. But yeah, really excited for this trip. We got a long day ahead of us. Our goal is to make it all the way to Pan Lake. I can't remember off the top of my head how many lakes and portages that is, but it's a fair amount. So I think we're going to be hoping to get there mid-afternoon if we're lucky. If these conditions hold out though, it's going to help. It is absolutely ideal out right now. But yeah, we'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching. Well, we made it through Kawishiwi Lake, and now we're on this little river section. There's little river sections between a lot of these lakes, and I think they're technically all part of the Kawishiwi River, which goes quite a ways, even all the way up towards Ely. A really pretty spot. And then once we get through this, we'll be into our second lake, Square Lake. Gotta love the beavers up here. Quite a lot of them on this section of river. Pretty cool little animals. Just made it across leg one of the portage from Kavaschong into Townline, which is, I guess you could call it a lake, more like a pond behind me. Tried to do a single carry across, wasn't feeling it. Dropped the boat just a little ways into it. I'm gonna run back and get it. Had to stop here and get the bear spray out because there's some very, very fresh looking bear droppings. So probably heard me coming and ran off, but since I'm leaving my food bag here, if I come back and he's interested in it, I gotta make sure I have the bear spray. So probably nothing to worry about, but always gotta be prepared for those situations. All right, it's about 9:15. Made it to Polly. Still have to go back for my pack, but it's a fairly short portage, just close to 100. The final 10 yards are a bit steep and kind of loose rocky, so definitely want to be a little bit careful, but cool portage. I like going through these burn areas, it's pretty fun. All right, finally made it to Polly. We're on the water, had a little bit of a break to reorganize, get some sunscreen on, drink some water. It's 9:40, so we're making awesome time. We got to paddle across Polly. Then we got some short portages, a 1948 and then a 127 that might be skippable. And then we're going to be into Koma, short portage into Malberg, which is supposed to be a really nice, popular destination lake. And then another portage into the Kawishiwi River. And then Kaviniva Lake. And then I think we're getting pretty close to our final destination. So making real good time. We'll probably try to make it up to Koma or Malberg for lunch. I was going to eat lunch on Polly here, but it's not even 10, and I had a late breakfast on the water, so I'm feeling real good right now. Well, still on Polly Lake, getting close to the portage. Couldn't ask for a better day. Just sunny, just a slight breeze. Water's pretty glassy. Hardly anybody. I don't think I've seen anybody camped on this lake, which is amazing because there's probably 15 sites close to that. Oh, no, there's some people. She's a beaut. So it's just about noon, which is funny because Bill, who I was camped by last night and was talking to, said that it took him 6 hours to get from Malberg to Kawishiwi. And that is almost to the minute how long it's taken me to get to Malberg, about 6 hours. So doing really good on time. Probably gonna look for a lunch spot, hopefully something in the wind. It's kind of buggy. I didn't film much in that last section just because there was a couple guys coming up behind me and they were being real nice and waiting for me at the portages, as good etiquette is. So there isn't, bunch ups. So didn't want to be stopping to film and slowing their trip down. So we're on Malberg, beautiful lake. We just got this nice, just slight tailwind, and it's blowing all the bugs away, which is amazing. So I'm going to take this opportunity to filter some water because I'm out, and have a snack. And then hopefully I might just push on and have lunch in either Kawishiwi, or if we make it all the way to Pan before lunch, we'll see how well the snack holds me over. Alright, so we're just getting to the end of Malberg. We've got, let's see, a 90 rod coming up here. That puts us into the Kawishiwi River. Then we've got a 40 rod into Kawishiwi Lake, 25 rod into Anvil, and then a 60 rod portage around to some kind of pond into our hopeful destination, Pan Lake. So about 225 rods of portaging and maybe a mile or two of paddling. So definitely will enjoy getting to camp. Getting pretty beat, but feeling good. Alright, I hope it's not too windy for the mic, but made it to Pan Lake just about 3 o'clock, which is kind of what I was estimating, so I was very on with the times today. That's pretty cool. But yeah, having some lunch finally. I'm starving, like super bushed. It's probably about the longest distance I'd want to do in a day. It was really fun, saw some cool stuff. Really excited about this route, but yeah, I was pretty excited to find a campsite here. Not the greatest campsite. It's definitely going to work. I mean, there's plenty of room. The landing isn't very good here. There's like a big dead down tree right at the landing, and the landing is very, there just isn't like a great beach or anything to get off. So, it's been a pretty good afternoon, just kind of hanging out, getting camp ready, got some wood processed. I don't know if I'm going to have a fire. It's pretty breezy right now, which is awesome for the bugs. Um, but being how high the fire risk is right now and how dry it is, I probably won't have a fire if it's this windy. We'll see if that dies down. If the wind does die down, I think the bugs are going to get really bad, so I might not want to be out here having a fire, so we'll see. But for dinner, doing a little pad thai. I haven't had this kind of pad thai before. I can't remember what brand, I've had a different brand of it that was a little bit more involved. They had like multiple packets of things. I think they were using some peanut butter or something. So we'll see how this is. It's always nice to try something new. Hopefully it's good, because this is the one thing I brought 2 of. Okay, so 15 minutes is up. Let's see how this is. Kind of interesting look to this. Let's see if you can see that there. Okay, that's pretty good. These dehydrated meals can definitely be hit or miss. I think a lot of times you think they're better than they are, because usually like when you eat them, you're so hungry, you've been working so hard. That's something like if you just ate one randomly at home, you'd probably be like, well, that wasn't worth the $10 or whatever they cost. But right now, I'll tell you, this hits the spot. Yeah, not bad at all. Really see how dry everything is up here. That's why we're definitely keeping the fire pretty small, and we'll definitely put it out really well before bed. We've already got a whole algae in the water. So it's nice to have a little fire.